stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lives, all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, sink ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway.
Hey, welcome everybody to tonight's episode. We greatly appreciate you for tuning in. Say hello, TGIF, whatever, as you come in, because I'm glad it's Friday. Y'all don't even understand. As you can see, both co-hosts is here looking all handsome and ready for tonight's show.
What? She gave us a compliment, dog.
Was that a compliment? It must be gonna be some bad weather or something this week.
Just can't compliment.
Somebody was making her feel good.
Nah, we just not used to it. We used to you insulting us. God, we used to you calling us names, bullying us. That's just what we used to.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know what? You
well, you looking beautiful yourself. Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you. Your best friend license is on the line this week.
Who, me?
Yeah. Talking to your ass.
Wow. What did I do? Or what didn't I do?
Hey ho. Hey ho.
Hey ho. Okay.
Man, we got to come up with a different name for Hope. We got to figure out something, cause sometimes when y'all be saying "Hey Hope," it sound like you saying "Hey Ho." So I'll be like, "Oh, okay, that's Hope. Got it." Yeah.
I need you to get a hearing aid.
Man,
keep my comments to myself.
Yeah, y'all be throwing me off with that sometimes.
Hearing aid. Hope, boy, you ever run into Hope, she gonna beat you.
Probably. She gonna put them paws on
her. Yeah, very much so. So as you can see, DA and DJ is here on a regular ruckus.
I gotta be ruckus. Well, anyway, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, y'all? What's up? I'm ready to oh man, get off into this week's episode. It's been a pretty interesting week for me. You know, had a little mini vacation, I suppose. So
I need one. I want to go to the beach and just lay out on the beach like a whale.
Man, I'm saying just be out on the beach. I don't need to be in the sun like that. I need the sun to be down a little bit.
Nah, I do want to lay there with the water splash on me. Be like, yeah.
That's what's up. I ain't going in the water. That's what I ain't gonna do. I ain't going in the water. All them shark attacks they had around these parts, 4th of July. Yeah.
Let me explain. Sharks. See, I'm the shark whisperer. So when it comes to the sharks, they don't mess with you unless you mess with them. I guarantee you, somebody was in their territory poking at them and stuff. So they were like, "Okay, I got something for y'all."
Sir, they was dang near to the shore. You can see.
Oh, then somebody was throwing trash at them.
They was at calf length in height in the water and was getting bit. And where people say that they don't swim in packs, there was a picture of them swimming side by side. So
I think the sharks are just hungry.
That might have been what they call it, the tiger sharks. I think
they're just hungry. That's all that is. The sharks is hungry, so they trying to.
They was out there taking a bite out of crime and then something. Let me tell you who they ain't got to worry about. They ain't got to worry about me.
Why, you scared of water?
No, I ain't scared of water.
Oh.
But I'm scared of getting ate up the wrong way.
Okay. Oh yeah, them sharks, man. I seen that one video. Boy, that chick, her whole
that bite out the calf.
Oh, She gonna be limping for the rest
And
of her
the
life with
blood,
no
the
cat.
way the blood was dripping
She must
off
got
the
some
back
good
of the
meat.
cat.
She must have some good tender meat.
What's going on? I am inevitable.
I like that. I am inevitable.
Yeah,
That Thanos.
inevitable.
Hello, what's on you? Yeah.
That's that Thanos. I am
Yeah, you
inevitable.
already know.
Man,
Hey,
it's crazy because
that's good.
like also those sharks were literally going up onto the beach and then squirming back into the water. It's like they was taking chances. I was like, man,
Oh, so yeah, so something, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be mating season. That's why.
Yeah.
So they got to eat.
yeah, they was like going up onto the sand and then waiting for the tide to come up and then scurrying
Yeah.
back into the water. I couldn't believe, man.
The shark's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to play with me?
Yeah, it was a lot. Not just one or two incidents. I think they ended up having like 4 or 5 incidents that day.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
that day?
In one day, at least 3 people
Yeah,
got
baby,
bit,
that was-
but then there was other. Yeah,
What beach was that?
this was here in Texas.
Down in Corpus.
Yeah, well,
When you was down
a
there
couple
trying
of
to
them
play
was in
watch
Galveston.
in, it was down yonder.
I think some of it was in Galveston too, but it's
all
still the
them that
same
they showed.
ocean.
Yeah,
That's
all them that they showed that I saw was in Corpus.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yeah, nope, you ain't gotta worry about me. Right there where the water hit that sand, that's all the water my feet will be in.
They was coming up on
I'm
the
good.
beach too.
Yeah, they was rolling up on them. No, they did say that. Yeah, they was. But see, look here. See me, the first time that when that lady that they pulled up was like she got bit. I already been packing up the car, heading on back to good old San Antonio.
Yeah.
I don't need 4 times for nobody to get bit to say time to go. Okay. I'm packing and looking. Take it to the house. Yeah, I don't. You ain't got to take that long for me. Not at all. So yeah.
Y'all
On that
funny.
note,
I don't be getting that
somebody
water
actually,
anyway,
one person
so I'm
actually
good.
died.
Mm-mm.
That part. Oh, we know you didn't.
I don't get that water
I remember
anyway.
that trip. You definitely.
Nope.
You definitely don't. You don't get in no water. Yeah.
Swimming pool. Who is it? Because
Again, that's the only water I'm being.
I was trying to get you and your friend to get in the hot tub with me. Y'all wouldn't get in the jacuzzi. It was bubbly.
Was a bubbling cover hot or bubbling
But they
cover?
get in the hot tub.
Y'all wouldn't. Y'all sat on the side while I got in there. Yeah, okay. See,
You took up the whole hot tub. It wasn't no room to get in the hot tub.
Wow.
That big old hot tub. Come on, man. That sucker was huge.
Wow.
Bro, don't make me find the picture.
Are you
Don't
serious?
make me find the picture, because that
Are you
picture just
serious?
got nothing up too long.
Wow.
That big
I'm
old
gonna
hot
find the
tub.
picture. No problem. I got you.
Yeah, whatever.
It wasn't a big
Man,
old
that
hot tub.
was
You was in.
huge.
When
Man.
you out of it, it was a big old hot tub.
You see how we go from complimenting to, and you wonder why we can't accept a compliment.
Escalated quick.
Right.
This is love. You know how I show love. Don't do me. You been my
What's
best
going
friend.
on, Simone? How you doing today? Good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Thank you. Hey, Simone.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So now we done got past Baby Shark. What was it? Sunday, right? So it was Sunday that Biden announced that he was dropping out,
Oh, you just
throwing in the good old towel for running for president. And as soon as seems like right up the back end, everybody was hollering, hey, now Kamala then jumped in for the presidency.
Were y'all surprised? Were y'all surprised that he dropped out and then she stepped up.
They ain't had no choice.
Because if you look at what's been going on for the past few months, she's been showing her face more than she has this entire term. We have not seen her at all, and then all of a sudden, she started popping up everywhere.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is, when that was happening, they're trying to match Trump's energy. Since he had his VP, now she got to show face. So that's where she was hiding in the backs, behind the scenes.
That could be true.
But as far as her being the nominee, yeah, they ain't got no choice. Like, who else do they have that's locked up?
Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying.
That's like ready to go right now, ready to compete. That people know.
Yeah. Well,
Like, yeah, they ain't got no choice.
Yeah. I do agree with DJ. Because I've thought this through this whole term. I'm like, dang, this is the most quiet vice president I ever known. Like, even like, what's that? Pence was out there. He didn't never be quiet. He was like a little chihuahua. And then turn around and like you wasn't hearing or seeing her like that. I think the last time I heard about her was some months back she was at a sorority party, or threw a party for some folks. Yeah. And that was really it. But you just didn't hear about her like out and about like that or doing nothing. It was so quiet. And now she's coming up.
It didn't nobody want to hear her. That's the thing. It wasn't nobody gave a damn about her. And she knew that's the role she was gonna play.
I don't know. It seemed like she's a big reason why he won, the way it seems. So I can't say that.
You think so?
They made a big deal more about her than they did about him when he won.
I think they was trying to keep Trump out of the office. They ain't give a damn who it was. They just went got down. Stevie Wonder, they would have like, yay! They're trying to keep him out of office.
That. I do agree with that.
I mean, even if that's true, they still made more of a big deal behind a VP. I mean, you would have thought she was actually running for president when Biden won.
I think that a lot of that had to do with her connections.
Everybody pulled out their chucks and their pearls, and everybody.
That's what I meant. That's what I was gonna say. Everybody, that was more about her connections versus the person. So everybody, like, let's keep it 100. The Divine Nine was behind her, regardless if they liked her policies or not, because that brings light to them. Like, that brings light to their organization. She's an AKA. That's one of the first. That brings light to their organization. Now they can say we had a vice president that was, we had a sister, a soror that was a vice president. Yeah. The first sorority that can say that.
Right. I ain't saying you're wrong. I am not saying you're wrong at all.
No,
I'm just looking at all these hypotheticals, and then you ain't heard much from her these past 4 years, and all of a sudden, I guess about 5 months, you hearing something every day. Call it a coincidence.
Well, they did I know they did a poll and trying to find out who can beat Trump, because actually before the debate, they had Biden like was gonna win it. After that debate, after that debacle, it was like,
yeah.
It was like, nah, bro, you couldn't even finish your sentences.
And this dude here, man, he is wearing that whole ear thing out.
Man, look here.
Yeah, it
like
became a fashion statement.
Right, quick.
That dude didn't get hit by no goddamn. He ain't get shot. That shit happened when they slammed his ass on the ground.
First they said it was glass from the monitor. Then they said, "Oh man,
Hey, but you peep game though, right? You notice they didn't release any video of him getting hit. They didn't release any other reports of him getting hit. They didn't release none of that stuff. They released everything else. How the Secret Service messed up, the background of the shooter, all that stuff.
Alleged shooter.
Yeah, alleged.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he ain't around to tell his story. So
now he talking about he done took a bullet for his country and he'll probably take
that's
another one.
all it is.
Oh,
That's all it is.
Dude.
He's pulling a 50 Cent.
So, I mean, what you talking about? He pulling a 50 Cent?
Talking about get rich or die trying. He said, be the president or die trying. He pulling a 50 Cent.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Thank
bro.
you.
What's going on? What up? Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
definitely a thing.
Yeah, but they ain't had no choice. Like they don't have no choice. Now, the question is, who is gonna be her running mate? Like that's gonna determine if they hand over the reins back to Trump or not. Because if she got a strong running mate, he can cancel Christmas.
Yeah.
Because even his own constituents are like, bruh, okay, that same regimen that you had before, I ain't gonna get it this time. That same jibber jabber you've been saying, I ain't gonna get it this time. You got to come up with something new.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see, man. I think it's a big shit show, but hey, I'm here for it in the long run. I guess I'm here for it. Man.
But then at the end of the day, like I tell everybody, you got to understand government. It ain't the president that you got to worry about. That's the only way he can really fuck some shit up is executive order. That's it. That means he not playing. All that bullshit stop. And even then, they can overturn it.
In the here and now, but in the long run, he could definitely cause some ruckus.
And see, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, my brother. Because I just had a conversation with a cat who was so, Trump did this and Trump did this. I said, do you really understand government? I don't think you really understand government. Because if you did, you'll understand that in order for the policy to hit the common man, it takes 3 to 5 years.
Yep. So all the things that we were seeing is from who was in office before him.
Yes. And that's the thing. And that's what I was explaining to him. I said, and it's funny how when President Obama got in the office, y'all blame all that bullshit on him when it was from President Bush.
Yep.
But soon as Trump get in office and shit start going good, oh, he did this, he did that. No, motherfuckers, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. I said, yeah, I pissed this one dude off. I said, I could tell you failed history, you failed all that government, all
basic history, basic.
Like, come on, dog. Yeah. Like, so all this bullshit that we going through now, thank the previous president. Yep, but nobody want to say that.
Definitely. So there's been a rumor in the last about the last 2 weeks, because I know that's about the time that I saw it, that Michelle Obama may run.
Nah, I don't think she's gonna do it.
I was watching the interview and she was like, nah, she good.
Yeah, I don't think
she was like, I think if she did though, I think she got a hell of a go at it, but she was done. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. I'm finna, because I think you finna go where I'm finna go.
No. Oh, go ahead, man. You got it.
Because I was gonna say, if she did, they're gonna split the vote. They're gonna split the vote. So all the folks that are on the fence right now, they're gonna split it. So that's gonna give Trump the advantage. If they get on the same ticket, I think that's too much firepower and too much black on one ticket. I'm just keep it 100. That's too much black on one ticket. I mean, you may get the the women vote, but they gonna be nervous because that's 2 black women. Nah, even though Kamala is Indian and Bahamian, no, Jamaican or Bahamian, Jamaican.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, you're right.
That was something else that came up that people were talking about. That she's technically she's not black. So yeah, and somebody said they didn't care if she was classified as a vegetable. They voted for the vegetable.
Man, one of the rules I live by is all skin folk and kinfolk. Just because he looked like me, he looked like me, don't mean they had the same struggles or interests.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so conversation I was having the other day, somebody said that they felt like if her and maybe Candace Owens ran together.
Hell no. You might well go ahead and do the inauguration tomorrow. You might well go ahead and do the inauguration.
Oh shit.
You know what's funny?
You were not the first person I heard say that. I think it's just
if that happened, I guarantee Trump gonna get the black vote. I promise you that. I promise you that.
I mean, he already got some of them.
You know what? I used to get upset, but then I had to think about where they're coming from, and I kind of understand where they're coming from. It's just there's like the black people that vote for Trump. Their common thing is that he is for the people. He helps people, and he started like them and worked his way up there. One, that's a lie, but we ain't gonna talk about his history. But I can understand why they look at him in that way, because he is truthfully not a politician. So a lot of black people that dislike politicians see him as the common man coming from the street and making it to the highest office in the land. So they can relate to that. And then a lot of them are business owners. They may not be major business owners, but they're business owners. So a lot of the policies and things that he has they feel like plays in their favor, because it goes to like the tax cuts for businesses.
Yeah.
What the downside about it is, I think that they don't look at the fine print, like the tax cuts for businesses, but you gotta have a gross of a certain a gross of a certain amount. Stuff like that they don't look at. They just see, oh, he's doing that for the business owners.
Yeah. And what point does it make to cut taxes here, but then raise them everywhere else?
Amen.
So,
amen. I agree. But
man, at this point, I feel like it's just like flipping a coin in the air.
When it comes to the president, yes, I agree.
Wherever we land, go with it.
I agree. And I would say, when it comes to the president, you need to look at more. And again, this is just me talking. You need to look at their international policies and how they do things. Because that's basically what the president is. The president is the face of the nation to everybody else.
Yeah.
You can see how the states be defining motherfuckers left and right. Yeah. Okay. Texas basically told President Obama to kiss their ass. I was like, damn.
They were talking about becoming a independent nation or something like that.
Man, Texas will get its ass handed to it. It'll get its ass handed to it. You know what? If it did, Mexico will take it back over. You think you left from them dead ass? Mexico will take it back over.
Yeah.
Because if it became its own nation, that means it's gonna have to have its own army. Because all that shit that's all them army bases,
Yeah.
they coming up out of there. Or they gonna charge Texas to have them in there. Yeah, that's why I laugh when people say that shit. They just talking. They just
Yeah.
bumping their gums.
Yeah, well, we all know how
They
that
better
goes.
fix that infrastructure before y'all have another snowstorm. I'm just saying.
Really.
I should have poured me a drink for this conversation.
Man.
Well, you said earlier you was. What happened?
Yeah, I was late.
Man.
Lord Jesus.
What else happened?
Well,
Oh, hold on. What y'all think about Snoop at the Olympics?
I didn't see that. What did I miss, Jesus? What did
What
I
he do?
miss?
First of all, before the Olympics even started, Snoop was in some of the Olympic trials. I think he ran a 200. Nah, I ain't sure. To be 50-something years old, he was moving.
Yeah.
I think he ran with his age bracket. Yeah, he was moving.
I seen that one. Yeah, I seen when he was running.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm tell you. Go ahead.
But he was the last leg of the Olympic torch.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Snoop done became a household name. I'll tell you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I could find that because yeah, I definitely didn't see that one. So like I said,
I wonder if he was high.
he always yeah. He always he don't. I don't think he ever has not been high in a long time.
Who was that singing? Celine Dion, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson, who was singing Celine Dion?
I
know she was really ill at one point in time.
Yeah, because did she have cancer or some shit?
Yeah.
She ain't got no hair.
Yeah. She's been kind of going through over the years. So you don't really see her out and about like she was and stuff anymore. So yeah. Definitely that. What's I finna say? Okay, so
are y'all excited about anybody being in the Olympics or what?
I just want to see the track and
definitely track.
I want to see the women's basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I was actually watching what's her name yesterday, and it kind of I was watching rugby, and it fucked my head up because South Africa was in it, and they didn't even realize it was South Africa.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
well,
I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, oh shit, they kind of light.
You trying to see what the girl gonna do? The little running girl, what's her name? Shakira.
Yeah, she hurting people's feelings. She come back with a vengeance.
Yeah. She been showing
up. Girl, what's her name? The gymnast girl, Simone
Biles. Yeah. I don't know. I think she about to hang it up.
I mean,
you think so?
I think this is gonna be it.
Because she in her 20 something.
Yeah. 20. I think she almost 30, like 28, something like that.
Yeah, this is about the age when they sit on down.
I think she about to hang it up. And she don't got married. She ready to.
Yeah,
she better have kids and stuff.
Well, she got kids.
I thought she didn't have a child.
No, don't she got to do a kid by a dude to play football?
That's a good question.
I want to say somebody said she had a baby.
Yeah.
Boy, but don't go.
Well, then she definitely about to hang it up then.
Yeah, by the football dude.
Yeah, because I know they were saying they made a big deal about him taking off during training camp to go see her. I was like, I would too.
And they made a big deal about her going to go see him while he should have been at the little gymnast camp thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't really think it's too many other people. I'm just like trying to see what they're gonna do, per se. Yeah,
I wonder why they didn't let Angel and what's her name play. Angel and what's that like?
Oh, yeah. The women's basketball.
Yeah, why they didn't pick them?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
curious about that.
Yeah. Well, we gonna see.
Oh, but y'all, you didn't see when
That part.
LeBron had to save Team USA and everybody was like, here we go again.
What you mean had to save?
Sudan was about to beat them,
Okay.
Team USA down by 20 points.
Did he? Well,
Yeah, South Sudan had them down by 20 points, and LeBron was like, hell no. And so they barely won.
that sounded about right.
Yeah, so they barely won, and everybody was like, oh, here we go. Team USA ain't what it used to be.
I mean, the NBA ain't what it used to be, though. You know.
At all.
Yeah. They got too many rules over
I
there.
don't even watch it.
They don't even know how to play aggressive.
Super. Yeah.
But you know what? I
Yeah.
think too. Like you were saying, all the rules, and that's why a lot of these foreign cats that come over here, that's why they dominate, because they play fundamental inside that box, and that's why they dominate.
Yep. They get in there. They hungry. They play aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
They
then,
definitely killed basketball with all the rules. And
it's the same thing. It's the same thing with football.
Yeah.
Agreed. It definitely
They don't
is. I
know
don't
why
watch
to
that
say.
no more.
Remember back in the day, all them pads them dude was wearing. Now they barely wear pads. That should tell you right there.
Yeah.
They got a helmet and shoulder pads, and that's it.
Yeah, it is definitely gone downhill over the years. I was like, damn, it was crazy because I tried to watch a basketball game. That was last season. And I was like, I don't know none of these motherfuckers. Who is these people?
I know, right?
Because I ain't watched it. And I'm like, I don't know nobody playing. And I ended up really taking to the Big Three with Ice Cube's little team and organization thing that he had. And that's even now kind of gone down because, of course, now the old heads that I grew up with are definitely not playing. And you got some of these young cats and they just don't have that same energy. And I'm just like.
Speaking of Big Three, they was in your
they coming down.
You gonna go
next month, and I don't even want to go. Now that they coming, I ain't even interested in going.
Oh man, better go ahead and support Cube.
I'm not even interested.
Get you some
Actually, what's funny? He's supposed to be down here like twice next month. He's doing a concert. He's doing one of the old concerts here next month, and then the Big Three is here. So,
okay, Cube.
So let me ask y'all this.
All right.
Because I know it was a debate when I was there. How do y'all feel about what is it, the USFL having a team in San Antonio?
Oh yeah, they got it already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How y'all feel about it?
I mean, as long as they do some advertisement and put the team out there, I think the city will support it pretty good. Yeah, they playing some pretty good teams. I know they got some friends of mine from Alabama supposed to be coming down here to check out that game when they play them. So,
okay.
All they got to do, man, is just advertise, push. You can get some commercials and all that kind of stuff because it's a bunch of not just the city of San Antonio, but all them little towns around there.
Right.
Right. So, man, if they know about the team, they can get the support. Because they supported that last team for a few years. They had back in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. So they just gotta advertise, and
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
I highly agree.
It's a step in the right direction, man. Yeah, because San Antonio, they want something else to support other than just the Spurs. That's why so many of them are Cowboys fans and Houston Texans fans. They drive.
Jerry Jones ain't finna let that shit happen.
Yeah, man, he can't stop it though. Man, the city is growing so fast, bro. I mean, it is almost
too fast.
It's over 1,000,000 people now. So it's like 1
Damn.
I want to say 4 million people now. When Houston is 3 million, so you want to think exactly how big Houston is. We know, so they have the capital and the revenue, man, to support a team with, you know what I'm saying, right with the Spurs. So, yeah, man.
Okay.
Jerry Jones better go ahead and keep North Texas locked down. And
shit, Jerry Jones better hope he can keep his team together. Fuck,
man,
locked down.
that dude, man, I was watching an interview about that dude the other day, and I'm sitting there like, why they even give him the mic? He remind me of Joe Biden, fumbling over words, just trying to put together a complete sentence. I'm like, well, this dude is just talking because the mic is in front of him.
Yeah, he old.
Yeah, I know. See, I was like, this is almost embarrassing. I don't even want to be a Cowboys fan at this point because of that interview. Yeah.
Hope said, put that comb down.
For real, Hope.
My bad.
I got a pick right here. My pick got the fist on it.
Here we go.
I used to have that when I had my afro.
Yeah.
I had it. You have it sitting in the back like this.
Yeah. What you think, man? If you were still in town, man, or in an area, would you support the team?
Yeah, I'll support it. I just don't think San Antonio alone has the money to support it. I don't think that's the thing. Like, because if you're looking at the what's the main business of San Antonio? Like, what is that? You take away the military, then what else you got next? And that's probably why they haven't got a team yet. Now, if I had this conversation when I was there, I said if they work with Austin San Marcos,
which they will,
then I guarantee you that it'll be easier, and then that'll open the doors for a lot of the projects that they were talking about when I was there, like the train that's supposed to go from Austin down and all that stuff.
Do you know how far Austin is from San Antonio?
Yeah.
It's like 66 miles. So
yeah,
it's literally closer than Dallas is from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
So if they were to put the stadium right in the middle.
Exactly. And it's not like they'll have a decent talent pool to pull from, because you got UTSA, you got UT, you down the street, you'll be down the street from A&M. If you want to go to HBCU route, you got Prairie View. So you got a decent pool to start out. Oh, excuse me. And then if they really, really wanted to get, like, if they do it like the NFL used to do and make the cities pay for it, yeah, that's easy. Then it's going to open up the jobs. It's going to open up a lot more things. But I don't think the who's who at San Antonio want to do that.
Man, let me tell you why I'm a little bit indifferent. Because you remember when Hurricane Katrina happened, right? And when the Saints went to San Antonio was housing the Saints almost the whole season. And you know how much support to where the Saints almost didn't go back to New Orleans.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference. The Saints is an already established team, so they already had a fan base. They already had people that were willing to come and put money into that program. So the problem with that, with having a San Antonio team stand up, is they have to build a fan base. They have to. They have to.
Same thing with the Raiders, bro. It's gonna happen.
They have to. You said with the Raiders.
Yeah, man. The Raiders almost went to San Antonio too.
Why they didn't come? That's what I'm saying. That's the point. That's my point. They almost didn't come, but they don't, because they find better cities that's gonna support them, better resources, all of that stuff. And that's why I say the who's who of San Antonio, I think, is they cop blocking, because if they say, okay, Austin, San Marcos, let's do this. Let's all get together, pool our money together, put a team here. It'll
Bro,
happen just like
do
this.
you know that there are so many people in San Antonio that own teams outside of San Antonio?
On what team? On what kind of teams? What kind of teams?
NFL teams, bro.
That live in San Antonio.
Yes.
Th-
The business owners in
Then
San
that's part of the
Antonio.
problem. That's another problem. Then that's the other problem.
Yeah.
That's
so,
why that's another reason why they don't want them to come.
Nah, because those are the ones that are pulling for them to come. But you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
bag my city, of course.
Yeah. No, but like
And I
I
don't
said,
care what.
that would, if they did that, like I said, it's gonna be interesting. Well, if this thing jump off, if they win again in the USFL, they might have a leg to stand on.
Sure, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
We're
they
gonna
might
see
have a
what's
leg
gonna
to stand on.
happen.
Then they could be like, hey, what y'all trying to do?
Sure, you're right. We're gonna see how that team gets supported. Yeah, I agree.
But back to the original though, Jerry Jones ain't gonna let that happen. He's not.
He can't stop it, man.
Because they have to vote on it. The owners have to vote on it.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah,
he's just
Jerry
one
Jones
guy.
like, hell no, they not finna bring that goddamn team down.
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. You got to get his ass out of there.
I think what's gonna wind up happening is though, one of the already standing teams is gonna relocate.
Gonna come to San Antonio.
Yeah.
Then that would be you know what? Honestly, that would be the best bet for y'all to get a team, but y'all not gonna get one that's standing from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yeah, not from building from the ground up. Nah.
Yeah.
That'll be your best bet.
Yeah.
But if that happens, then that'd be even better for y'all, because that's instant revenue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's instant revenue.
Yeah.
All you got to do is build a stadium and shit.
That one, the good one, man. They got stadiums to choose from unless that's part of the contract.
A lot of them do that.
Yeah.
A lot of them, you got to build a certain type of stadium. They want this, and then blah blah blah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but they got the Alamo Dome. That's a start. That'll be a temporary home till they get the what's the name? Till they get their stadium. So they can build that out there by what's the name? By SeaWorld. Not SeaWorld. Six Flags.
Well, they close by each other. Six Flags and SeaWorld ain't too far apart.
Yeah, I got you. They can build it out there. And if they did that shit, now if they did that,
I don't even think that they would put it out there, man. I think they would put it going north, like going closer towards Austin somewhere.
You think so? Yeah.
They're like in Cibolo where they building all that up. I think that's
Cibolo. I don't think.
Yeah.
But like going out that way
though.
Going up. Yeah, like.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
It's a lot of land, a lot of stuff is being developed out there, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think I was talking to that chump next to you the other day, man, and we was talking about when we used to ride out there, how it seemed like you was going out of town. It was like country, but now everything gets connected. You don't even know when you leave.
I said that when I was
there.
Yeah. I said that when I was there. I said soon it's gonna be one big ass city because San Marcos is getting closer to San Antonio and Austin. And soon it's gonna be one big ass city.
Austin is connected now.
Yeah, it's gonna be one big ass city.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be a good thing, because then you're gonna have to combine revenue.
Yeah, they got San Marcos and they got Kyle, then they got Buda, and then Austin, they stacked right there on top of each other. And before you get to San Marcos, is New Braunfels, and New Braunfels, Cibolo, Selma, San Antonio is all connected. It's just a little bit of space in between New Braunfels and San Marcos. It's not connected.
Yeah, they're gonna have to stack the revenue then. Everybody gonna have to pull in the revenue.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Oh, man, bro. I tried to watch that video.
What video?
About Sonya.
I watched it.
Bro, I clicked on it and I couldn't finish it, man. I felt anxiety and anger and I felt everything already just kind of growing up, and I felt like my head was literally about to I couldn't even finish it, bro.
I watched it. I watched it, and but yeah.
What you think, man? You think I did right, or you think I should have saw it through?
I mean, that's to each his own. You know what you can deal with, what you can't. So I'm not gonna say whatever your decision was wrong, because I'm not in your shoes. For me, when I watched it, first thing popped in my head is, what are we gonna do? Like, we continuously see this. We continuously see this reoccurring. What are we gonna do? Like, when is it gonna be? When are we gonna? We keep talking about ancestors. When are we gonna go back to our ancestors? Like, and I was thinking about this too, because it made me go back to George Floyd, and I'm just like,
man,
only reason why George Floyd had that much pull, that much push, was because of the pandemic. Everybody had to sit still and watch. That's it. If it would have happened now, just like this, I promise you, in about a month and a half, everybody gonna forget about this shit. And I was saying, like, that is, for me, looking at the black community, that's our problem right now. That's our problem. Our attention span, or whatever you want to call it, attention span, tolerance, is so short. Like,
we always looking for the next thing.
Yeah.
I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, because I'm like, I was thinking about it, and I always say, if you want to hurt somebody, hit their pockets.
True.
Yeah, you could kill them. That ain't gonna hurt them. Beat them up, they're gonna be in pain for a little bit, then get over it. You start taking away from their pockets, now you talking about they can't eat. They got to make decisions like, okay, hold on, they messing with my livelihood. And I think that's the thing that we don't do no more. We don't mess with people's livelihoods. We physically want to jump on somebody. Like, motherfuckers were praising, and don't get me wrong, I kind of had when that steamboat shit jumped off, I was like, yeah. Then I thought about it.
Yeah,
but then I thought about it. All their asses went to jail.
But only one dude got charged, though.
That's what I'm saying. One of the dudes and the crazy part about it, one of the dudes who was helping the cat is one of the cats that got charged. Is the cat that got charged. And then they tried to sue the steamboat owner for the whole incident. The steamboat driver for the whole incident. So then I thought about it. I said, so what did that do? Nothing.
Did you watch the video, TK?
Yeah, I saw a couple of different videos, and some were dissected where people were talking about it that happened, and it was hard to watch. It anything for me that has to do with the loss of life is automatically hard to watch. Seeing somebody that calling for help and don't get the help, and their lives are ended, that's not help. But like they said, even in the beginning, you could tell the police officer was pissed off. Like, dude, this your job. You're supposed to protect and serve.
He didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. He was pissed and didn't know how to handle it.
And the thing is, they're supposed to be trained on all these different situations. But it's like the situations they're supposed to be trained on, 9 out of 10, there's a high chance that these are situations where somebody loses their life. And it's in those situations where somebody is needing help.
Yeah.
So it makes people even second guess the thought of calling for help, because it puts themselves at risk.
At risk, yes.
Man, and it's like, at this point, like, I don't even know how to feel, honestly. Like, my emotions, I mean, I felt the sad, I felt the anger, I felt now it's time to start acting up. Just all of them, and all those emotions in just a short period of time. Um, you know, of course, everybody's sick and tired of being sick and tired. But even at that, when you are in need of help and you hesitate to call for help for fear of a situation like this or something like that, and then we start thinking, okay, we just gotta start taking things into our own hands. I mean, can't trust the people that's supposed to help.
I agree. I always said that. I always said that it should go back to the way it used to be with the OGs back in the day.
Yep.
The OGs would be like, oh, "Don't worry about it. We got it," and then they'll handle business, and you won't have no issues. And then, like, if you did have issues, they were like, "Okay." Like, case in point, the Montgomery boycott.
Yeah.
They had them people begging, like, look, let's talk. Let's figure out something. Why can't we do the same thing?
Because people are so comfortable living a lavish life. The Montgomery boycott,
yeah.
There was a lot of things that people had to do that was uncomfortable, but they endured it. Nowadays, don't nobody want to endure. But I agree with you 100%, bro. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and it's not just and I get it. I really do like the intentions of all of the advocates that step up, but it has to be continuous. We have to keep that same momentum, and it's gotten to the point now. And if you just sit back and watch, it's gotten to the point now. Shit happens, and people like clockwork.
Yep.
Folks will sit back. Oh, they'll be all right in 2 months.
Yep.
Everybody will be in an uproar, and they cut. And then 2 months later, they on to something else.
And then the advocates that step up.
Yeah, they out there by themselves.
Yep.
Yeah. But you also have the opportunists, which kind of taints this shit too.
That's what I was.
That kind of taints it
step
too.
up for that self gain and
yeah,
reasons and all that, man. So I don't know, bro. It's I know it's ridiculous at this point, man.
It's gonna happen until somebody. It's gonna happen. One or two things happen. It's gonna happen until somebody start picking their asses off, or somebody enough people get together and be like, enough is enough, and we gonna stand on that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna stand on that. But if not, and again, and then I have to take my skin off at times and look at it from a human perspective. Like, I have to look at it from a human perspective. Like Francine said, they only get like 40 hours of mental health training. It's so many aspects to mental health that folks don't know about it, because, like, I'm gonna use that video for example. She got shot after saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That's not mental health.
Yeah.
That's religious. So he didn't understand what was going on between him and her. He felt like she was threatening him, and that's how he reacted. So that's telling you, as a person, mentally, he wasn't on a level to balance out how his emotions in the situation. He wasn't on a level because she wasn't a threat. She was far enough away for him to get away. She didn't have a weapon. She put her hands up. So that's telling me, mentally, you weren't ready for that situation.
I don't agree with that one, man, because first of all, you have to have a great a pretty good understanding of what the word rebuke means, right? And with that,
Bro, you'll be surprised how many people don't know.
Right. But so what I'm saying is, yeah, I agree that he didn't know, but his battle was within.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I know you're gonna take it down the spiritual lane.
Well, not just the spiritual realm, but he felt something that he didn't know how to process when she said that.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
He didn't. He mentally he wasn't there to balance out the whole situation.
Yeah. So I mean, it's yeah.
And that's the sad part about it now. And I hate to say it like this, and I hate to put it out there like this. I'm saying this from a seat of experience, dealing with soldiers, because soldiers and police, only thing different is one do a job every day, and the other one trains to do a job. That's the only difference. But it's the same situation. You get a whole bunch of people off the street, put them in high stress situations, give them firearms and say, okay, go forth and be well. Go forth and do your job. They barely know how to chew gum and walk straight. And now you gave them a firearm, put them in a stressful situation, and expect them to act in a way where there's a good outcome. That's a recipe for disaster. And that's why we have so many so many officers shooting, so many police killing people, killing us. I ain't gonna say people, killing us.
And that's why I don't agree with that either, because if that was the case, then there would be more balance. Yeah. I mean, and the reason why I say that is because you don't see the black officers as much. Yes, it does happen, but shooting Mexicans or Chinese or whoever, or even other black people.
Because one, they understand, and they understand the situation because they understand that could be them. That's the thing, like.
But even across the board, it's still one-sided. So I understand what you're saying, but that rationale, nah, bro. Because why is it just towards? Why is it more towards black people, not Mexicans, not?
Well, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 now. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it.
And I can tell you why. Why? Just like when you was a kid, right? And me growing up, right, I had an older brother and I had 3 younger sisters. I was the one that caught the blunt of the punishment because I didn't have an advocate. I didn't have anyone to speak up for me. Mm-hmm. My brother had my grandmother. My sisters had their dad. Someone to advocate for them, to have a voice for them. You see where I'm going with it?
Yeah, and I agree. I agree.
Yeah, so
I agree, and I think it's and this is like it's so many layers to this. Like if we're talking about it, it's so many layers to this because like you talking about the advocate, then we could talk about how we're portrayed, because let's not forget a lot of this shit is it's an agenda. It's how we're portrayed. Regardless of how much you do, how far you go, you're still portrayed as this. And it started with that what's the shit? Rebirth of a Nation.
Yeah, the Birth of a Nation.
Yeah. When they showed us as savages, sex crazed savages and this and that. And look, and then I hate to say it, but we play right into it. Cause look at the music. Look at the shit on TV.
But look at the music. Look at the stuff on TV. Even with the music, bro. If you looking at the music, even as a timeline, right? That's sex stuff is just a small notch in the broad of our creativity. There's more jazz musicians There's more people that are conductors that look like us than it are the people that push that negative narrative.
You are preaching to the choir.
I'm just complimenting on what you said.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, but you have to look at what's being pushed versus what's the reality. We know the reality.
What's being pushed, bro. It's about what we absorb ourselves. We have a choice.
Okay, now you're getting deep. Now
you're
going
just because they're pushing that agenda, there comes a time, and we all know there's a point to where it's a choice, and we know better.
Come on,
and we choose to pick up a book. We choose not to. We choose to watch something negative. And I'm telling you, bro, the people that I'm surrounded by, bro, they're bright people. Like, I don't hear as much as the negativity as much as I do the positive stuff. And I understand what you're saying, and they want people to believe that. They want us to believe that that's all it is. But we know that's not. And we know that that's just a small part of it, man. A very
but
small
it's still a part though.
But it's a part in every culture though.
Every
culture has its kinks though. You know, every heritage, every society has its kinks. So yes, it's a small part, but we have a choice whether to continue to accept it and grab a hold to it, or leave it in the past and let it die out.
So why?
It has,
so
and it is.
My question is, why hasn't it happened?
But it is.
It is.
Yes, bro. The society that we live in now is not nearly as bad as it was in the 80s and 90s.
Shit, me.
I guess where you live out, man. There's so many things that are changing.
There are more opportunities. Yes.
Opportunities, even our neighborhoods, bro. Even us, like
more opportunity, man. Okay. There's more opportunities. But it's still the same shit. You may not see a crackhead now, but a crackhead still exists. You may not see the pimps and hoes, but they still exist. They just get more creative. You may not see the you may not see the dope boys, but they still exist.
Right. And I'm not saying that they don't exist, but I'm not saying it's not as big as a picture as some people want to paint it to be. That's what I'm saying. The bigger picture is the positive influence that we're having on society now. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they don't exist.
It's not it's an influence, period. We influence, and I damn sure agree with that. We influence society, period.
Right.
But then, so when are we gonna? And this goes back to what I said before. So when are we gonna influence it to the point where these motherfuckers are held accountable? Either they held accountable, either good or bad. When these motherfuckers are held accountable for what they do to us.
So they are starting to be held more accountable. They are starting to get charged with these cases. It's not going to change overnight, but they are starting to starting to get prison time. Like, it's happening. They're not just pretending like it don't happen. Now it's not happening as much as a fast rate as we would like, but they're not just all getting off just because of the color of their skin.
Okay.
This guy just got charged. The last guy just got charged.
And convicted, two different things.
The guy that, well, we got to get. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying the reason why I'm saying I got what you're saying is like, and I should have just let you ride with it. But when I look at it like, you can charge a motherfucker all day and he be found innocent and he still be walking the streets. Right. I want to hear that motherfucker get time.
Yes, but he hadn't even went to court yet. Like,
and that's another thing. He's still walking the street.
Well, unless he paid his bond, then because from the last time I heard, last week they wouldn't have picked him up.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm just talking. You know,
you know what? We doing what we supposed to do. We talking. We coming at it from both angles.
Yeah. But back in the 80s and 90s, cops act the fool and literally not even a slap on the wrist. They get suspended for a week and they right back on the street. I mean, nowadays You know, we can count. This cop went to prison. This cop got 20 years. This cop got 30 years. Yada yada yada. So I think I wish that it could just shift overnight. But the reality of it is, I feel like a generation is going to have to die off in order for the other generation to come, and then we see the more positive results. And we may not witness it, but we pray that our kids and our grandkids.
And that's why I was going to ask you. That was going to be my next question. Do you think
he doesn't have a bond? So he's still in jail. So he's just sitting there. They just charged him.
Okay.
Yeah. So both two people just said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm sorry, but you just want to ask me, what about our generation, our kids?
I forgot that.
Okay. Yeah.
But like y'all said, it's just one of those sad situations when you're pinned against the point of asking for help or going without help. It's like you're at risk either way. You're definitely taking a risk.
Yeah, especially if you are a, and this is one of the things why I really stopped caring as much, because I don't want to look like a suspect. I already fit the description. What description? I don't fucking know, but I fit the description. So now I'm armed and fit the description. So now I just elevated my chances of being engaged in an armed engagement with the officer, even though I got everything legit.
Yeah.
Because that's the first question that they're gonna ask you: are you carrying a firearm? Once they run you,
Yeah.
What's I finna say? I was finna say something.
No, yeah. Once they pull you over, the first question they ask you is, do you have a concealed weapon in the car? No, do you have a weapon in the car?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's a definite. That is a definite as well. So it's like we're at risk in so many ways when we're just trying to be protected and safe.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Oh, that Project 2025, man. Look here.
Talk about it, man. Go ahead, bro. I'm here,
man. Look here. Like,
let me get my water.
Look here. So if you have not read that, you need to read that. Like, you need to really read that. And it's not, and here's the thing. They were trying to, and I understand why, and I get it. It's all politics. But it was written under the guidance and the rhetoric of the past president.
Why you put all them emphasis on rhetoric?
It was a little strong right there.
Yeah.
Rhetoric. Yeah.
But it was written under his guidance and the stuff that he was saying. So the way they're painting the picture now is they're trying to separate him from it, saying that no, he didn't have nothing to do with it. He did. If you read it and you listen to what he's saying, it's basically in black and white now. It's basically in black and white. So if you have not read Project 2025, I'm not gonna go into details. It's just skim through it. Yeah. Just skim. You ain't even got to read the whole thing. Just skim through it, and you're gonna see like the way, the direction that the country is going. And everybody's talking about, oh, if he gets in office, that's what's gonna happen. Look,
it's gonna happen regardless.
Thank you. Yeah. That was gonna be my point. I said if this in black and white, somebody somewhere is gonna piecemeal that shit into one of these bills, and before you know it, all that shit gonna come to fruition. I.e., look what happened to the abortion. Look what happened to goddamn what was it? What they lifted? Oh god damn.
Are you talking about the not the marriage thing? What's going with
Brown versus the Board of Education? All of that stuff. Look at that. Look at it. Like, that wasn't that. They just didn't come up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna say no to abortion. You know what, I'm a challenge. No, that shit has been going on. They've been putting it in different bills and putting it forth. Okay, I want this. All right. Well, if you want this, this is what I want.
I got a question to ask y'all real quick. It's a little bit off topic, but it's on my mind. Do y'all see the irony in all of these people that we're losing, all these celebrities and stuff that's been dying this month alone?
Man, in the last
every week
and a half, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
People old.
Nah, these people ain't that old, bro.
Who?
Yeah, but it's
like
it's,
who?
I can't call all the names, but like
no, I'm saying like somebody that's young, that you would say young.
That's why the local elections are so important.
Yes,
with all the elections where we the people have the most power. Yeah,
yep.
I agree with that 100% sure. It's just people it just seems like they're just falling off, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in school for my master's, and something I had to read, and it hit me like a ton of bricks because I knew it, but I didn't know it. I didn't realize it. So we were talking about life expectancy, and they were talking about life expectancy and how folks talk about 50, 60 is the halfway point. But it's really not.
Not 35, 40 is.
Yes. Yeah. The life expectancy for a man is like 72. A woman is 78.
Yep, 78, 80.
So half of that is what? 40. So
yeah.
That's why I'm not shocked that a lot of these people are passing away because hell, they were 40 when we first met them. Yeah. Like it's good to see people in their 80s and 90s. Yeah, that's wonderful. But we have to realize like those are an anomaly. Now what's fucked up about the whole situation is they expect you to work till you 65, but your ass gonna die 6 years later.
Yeah, 6, 7 years later, if you're lucky.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's the part of it. But yeah, and the reality of it, we are really over the hump.
Oh man, I tell people all the time. Once you get past 40, you're closer to the finish line than you are to the start.
You got one foot in the grave and another foot on a banana peel.
One false move, you in that mud.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the time, boy, all right, keep thinking you got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
What else you got, TK?
All right, so
celebrities have passed this month though. Yeah, they've been dropping off.
This topic, the next topic is about the 12-year-old that suffocated her 8-year-old cousin.
When we was kids, we was bad. We'd catch you in the backyard and beat you up. We'd throw rocks at you, but we wasn't trying to suffocate.
Put your hand in a bowl of water, make you pee on yourself, especially when you're a cousin. It's like fun shenanigans and a good time. Like, we sleep in Big Mama house. We done made pallets on the floor. Like, we chilling. We eating, we drinking the little juice. What's that little juice?
The little jug juice.
The little orange juice in a big jug that they used to have at Mega. We chilling.
Man, the worst that we would do, and I kid you not, is we would have some snacks and we just wouldn't share them with them. That's the worst we would do. You can't have none. That's the worst.
No, these my cookies.
Right. That's the worst we would do. Maybe punch you in the stomach and run.
Yeah.
But you got to look at the flip side. You know, I'm always look on the other side.
Yes,
it's a child.
Yeah,
it's a kid. She didn't know the fuck she was doing.
She was 12, bro.
That's still a child.
At 12
Think about all the
years old,
think about all the dumb shit you did when you were 12.
yes, I know.
Yeah,
And I knew that if I held this pillow or this blanket over somebody's head, that they would cease to breathe.
Not all the time, because
Who didn't?
I know I
Yeah.
did.
Let me tell you how I know. Because if we did hold a pillow over our cousin's head, we would only hold it for a few seconds, then we would let it go. And
That's
then
my point.
It would do something again, and we would hold it for a
That's
few
my
seconds.
there
and
you
let it
go.
So we
That's
knew.
my point, because she probably was thought that's what she was doing, but didn't realize.
No, that ain't no.
But didn't
No,
realize,
that ain't
because
what.
like, look,
No, that baby got
I don't think
not
that was.
only
I don't think it
pillows,
was intentional.
it was blankets. She used an array of things to suffocate this little girl.
Again,
Yeah.
I
It
don't
wasn't
think it was
just a pillow
intentional.
and holding it up. Nah, you come on. Let's be real.
I don't think it was intentional.
You
I
can
really
put a
don't.
pillow over somebody's head and see when somebody's fighting to get up.
Exactly.
Come on. 12 years old. These
Yeah.
new kids know more at a younger age than what we knew at 12.
Facts.
I don't
This
think
a
so.
whole different. This a whole different breed. I got a 2-year-old that is a whole thug, and she's very aware of what she does.
You got a 2-year-old what?
A 2-year-old little girl, and she more gangster than her
Okay,
4 and 5-year-old siblings. She a whole
You
thug.
got a 2-year-old like you got a 2-year-old like you had a 2-year-old.
No, I was
I'm like,
speaking.
ooh, she got
right.
secret.
Right,
But
right.
she a whole
Say who
like
your
she
baby
a
daddy?
whole
Right.
focus. She a whole thug. Like real talk. These kids, I deal with kids every day. These kids that's growing up now, they're a totally different breed. They know more about life, sex wise, even other things way before time. Like
And DA.
real talk.
In the comment,
So,
he said that she cleaned up and repositioned the body after she killed it. The fact that she did all of
that part.
Look,
come on, bro.
How many times have you broke a vase in your mama house and tried to put it back together so you won't get in trouble?
That's a vase.
That's the same concept though.
Body.
It's the same concept. She figured out she fucked up, and then she was like, "Let me make it look like she was asleep, so I don't get in trouble."
And wait, let me throw in the key element.
Bring it in.
It was over a freaking iPhone. A freaking phone.
Now that's I
don't even want to.
You know what?
I think I'm gonna go back and get me an Android. At this
you know what? I blame the adults for that, because that tells me if she reacted that way over an iPhone,
spoiled rotten.
Exactly. And that's what's been raising her versus a parent. That damn iPhone.
They have been arguing over an iPhone, yeah, all day. She was jealous, yeah.
The whole day. Oh yeah.
So the one girl was 12 and the other one was 8, right?
Yes.
Like 8-year-old little cousin, yeah. That's Now you gotta think between 8 and 12, especially little girls, that's a big gap, bro. That is a big gap. 4-year-olds between an 8-year-old little girl and a 12-year-old girl. At 12, I'm pretty sure that she was a pretty big girl as opposed to the 8-year-old.
Thank you, more.
What he said? What the Francine?
She said there was probably some mental health at play. At the age, they don't have the full idea that death is permanent.
Exactly, and that's when she realized she fucked up. She did what a typical kid would do: try to make it look like ain't shit happened, so they won't get in trouble.
I'm not saying that part is inaccurate, but I still feel in my knower that she knew what she was doing.
Definitely.
I knew she was mad. I don't think she meant to kill her.
Okay, well, I just pray, man, for the family, bro. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Especially like if their moms were sisters or like dad brothers, something like that. Like that's tough, man. How you look at your sister?
That's gonna be a division.
Not only that.
They shared a grandmother, right?
Yeah. Not only that.
Grandmother.
You just lost 2 kids.
Yeah.
You just lost. Yeah. Yep. One is gone, and the other one finna go to jail.
Yep. Yeah, because they're going for 1st-degree murder and what was the other one? Her tampering with evidence because she cleaned her up and tried to make it look like she was okay.
They didn't. Well, they probably didn't go up together, but the kids don't have emotional regulation because they don't learn it from.
Come on now, see somebody.
You definitely right on it. Don't.
I mean, and that still could be accurate. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but just because they don't have the.
What state are they in?
Huh?
What state
does
was
anybody
that?
know what state they were in?
Hold on. I got it pulled up right here. Hold on.
And
that
I'm wondering why they push so hard for the death penalty. I'm not death penalty. Why they push so hard for the
Humboldt, Tennessee?
Okay, yeah, Humboldt, Tennessee.
Oh, they finna try to get her to chill.
They don't learn it from it. And I agree with that, Francine.
Baby, honestly,
regulation. Yeah.
Because like they said that they were in bunk beds and the 8-year-old was in the top bunk. You a whole G to suffocate somebody from the bottom bunk.
Oh, so she crawled up there and went to work. Yeah. So I don't know. All I know is they shared a grandmother, so one of their parents was siblings.
Yes.
That's
crazy.
They
say she cleaned up and she repositioned the body.
There was cameras in their room?
Yes, there was cameras in the house. That's why grandma was able to go back and look at the camera and see what actually happened. When she walked in to discover the body, she was able to go back to the camera to see what actually happened. Now that is a video that I damn sure wouldn't want to look at. One of my grandchildren killing my other grandchild.
Oh yeah, she gonna be sick. She gonna.
So from what I understand, Sharita, is today they had a court hearing, and I think they're gonna go ahead and try her as an adult. Is that accurate?
They're pushing to try her as an adult. Okay. She is still in juvenile custody, but they're pushing to try her as an adult.
So I know they had a hearing today, but I don't know what happened. So
that video was hearing the mama scream like that was. Ooh,
I don't know if they should try her as an adult though. I don't know if that. I don't.
They what's her name? They're in Tennessee, but so that's gonna happen.
I mean, lock her up until she's 18. You know, rehabilitate her, still give her a chance at life. You know, she's 12 years old.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question, especially since I know Fran is in the comments. What if mental health was at play and it was not, the parents didn't take any action on assisting getting the little girl help? Should the parents be liable in any way?
Well, it depends on how familiar the parents are with that mental issue.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's more common now in our communities and culture, it's not something that we are totally aware of. Because why? Because we just got normal. We think it's normal to feel a certain type of way. We are so used to it that it's just part of our everyday life.
Yeah.
You know,
because a lot of. Go ahead. A lot of what I see with working with children is, one, Black people don't want to do the work. They don't want to have to be able to take their child to get services or get assistance. 2, they don't want the label. They don't want the label on them, and they don't want to get that energy from family that something may be wrong with your child. So in those spaces, the child goes without getting the help. And it just goes and goes. And then you start seeing the behaviors in school and around. And a lot of times they wait to the point that is at a point to where it's like, shit. Either the child is hurting somebody.
They can't handle it.
That too. So there's other factors when the help is not being there because of their own personal feelings I had a parent tell me before that they didn't want to take their child to get that diagnosis because he know what it was like when he was labeled.
I mean, at this point, though, our communities are just not getting to the point to where we don't buy into the concept of what happens in this house stays in this house. We're just not getting over that hump. We're just not getting over that. And even now, like I literally have some friends. I'm 47 years old. I have some friends my age and a little bit older that know something is wrong with them, know they got issues, and will not talk to a therapist.
Yep.
Not even one that looks like them. No, they know something is going on. Know they got issues and will not talk to a therapist.
Yep.
And I agree with Fran when she said the stigma is real in our culture. Oftentimes the child doesn't get help until it shows up behaviorally. A lot of times they ain't getting it even then.
We are still dealing with
don't want to,
PTSD.
Yeah, the parent doesn't want to deal with it or do nothing about it. Yeah. And in that space, when it shows up behaviorally in school, that kid is seen as being bad. That is bad behavior. So they get
and they try to beat it out of them.
Yeah.
Yes, Francine, there's a huge gap, but nowadays with Zoom and all these other things, man, it makes it so accessible. I do not live in the same city as my therapist, and we talk every week, sometimes more often than that.
And she is bomb.com.
And I have another one, and we don't live in the same state.
Agreed.
So yes, there is a gap, but we are actively bridging that gap.
So let me ask y'all this. So let me, if y'all don't mind, are y'all paying for it or is it free?
Oh, I pay a little bit. My insurance covers the bulk of it, and the part that I pay, I mean, we eat that going out to eat one time at a fast food spot, and that's just how I balance it. We'll go spend $20-$30 going to a fast food restaurant. So why can't I spend that on my mental?
Right.
Yeah. And
so I asked that because
I got you. So for me, when I found our therapist, it didn't cover on my insurance, so I was paying $70 for a session. Then a lot of therapists are starting to get a scale, so then that dropped me down to $40. Eventually, my insurance, because she switched over to a company.
Right.
Now my insurance the insurance that I have covers mental health, period, at zero. So that is that. I have another therapist that I also use, and I pay them because of the relationship that we have with them. I pay half price.
Yeah.
But we also have our own resident therapist that we have also advertised that is Black, that she has her own mental health business, and she has people that are under her. The services are free. And with our therapist that we have with the company she has, there's therapists with her that services are free as well.
Yep. And people have these warped perceptions of PTSD and CPTSD and all these things, and we need to understand that life happens, and it's what's majorly traumatic to one person, or what may not affect this person in one way, could in fact trigger PTSD in the next person.
Yep.
So yeah, man, talk to somebody, talk to these therapists, see what's going on with you. I stand behind it 100%. One of the best decisions that I made, because when you have that awareness, right, it's easier to come up with these coping mechanisms. And most people think that they can heal themselves, but how can you heal yourself if you don't even know what's going on with you? If You may think it's depression, and you may suffer from bipolar. There's
Right.
things to help you with that. You may think it's a heart attack, and it just could be your anxiety is out of whack.
Man, woo, that
I mean, and so on
baby.
and so forth. Yeah, go ahead, T.
Yeah, no, I feel you because that's real. I had that episode happen before. I thought I was having a heart attack, and baby go get checked out, and it's like, no, you have anxiety. And then what I've discovered, even just being in therapy, is I've started having anxiety at a very freaking young age. Because sometimes now, depending at what level the anxiety attack is, I get those same symptoms I used to get as a kid. So my stuff was undiagnosed back in the day. It's just now coming up that now that I'm really serious about my mental health and putting these pieces together, that I'm figuring how long I've actually been operating with before I started getting, got a diagnosis. And that's a very long period. I didn't get diagnosed till I was in my 30s. And now, like Fran says, she got PTSD. Well, I got CPTSD.
Yeah, I think we need to. I like what Fran said about making people aware of the resources that are available, and I think maybe we should focus on the episode about that.
I'm actually cool with that.
I
That's
didn't realize our boy was gone.
Oh yeah, I seen him go in the back and then disappear. So I don't know if he has something that he ain't messaged. But I'm and Fran, no, and I love Fran. I do. That's my dog. But Fran is one of my resources. Like when we was going through the stage and Asante got diagnosed with autism, I was like, what I do now? Fran was that person's like, hey, go to here, they'll help you. We can go from there. Anytime she get any information, she drop it to me.
Yeah.
So that was like my first door of resource to help me with my son. Now, over the years, I've accumulated a lot of different resources and knowledge dealing with autism and services on that note. And even now, just even this week, I've been a resource to like 4 different parents. There's like, I don't know what to do next. What's this? Like, we didn't have this back in the day. I don't know what the next step is. I don't know how to look for a doctor. I don't know how to find a speech therapist. I don't have a problem with giving them the resources that I have that were good that I've used for my son. So I love anybody know me, I love being a resource of information to help people. Because like Francine said, it's so much information that it's just unknown. People really don't know. Some stuff is like finding a needle in a haystack. When I did research on places that can help homeless people, just even from food, showers, or whatever, that resource, and I was like, well, damn, where's this? Why is this information here, but you don't hear about it nowhere else? Hell, I'm not saying I'm homeless, but even just to be a resource to help somebody, it's so many services that people don't actually know.
Yep.
So just being that resource, I mean, even down to as simple as, hell, a good plumber that ain't gonna hit you over the head. That's a resource for somebody.
I agree.
A good barber. Like one of the things I know I had with Santi, finding a barber that knows how and has the patience. Because some of that crap I seen on TV, on these videos with kids with autism, and they just label, oh, he bad. No, I'm gonna need you to understand what that is. So even finding a barber that has the patience to cut hair of kids with autism is a resource. It's a valuable resource.
Yeah. Here's the trick though, right? We can't expect others to hand us this information. We have to be our own voice. We have to be our own advocate. We have to make one another aware of these resources. And that's the issue, because a lot of times in our culture, it's a competition.
That is true.
A lot of people, they won't even tell us about a good Black-owned restaurant. because I mean, and we see it all the time, and that's just on a small scale. But it's so much stuff, but not realizing that business is not helping the person patronizing the restaurant, but it's helping the business owner.
Yeah.
Black business owner, and that mentality, that's small, but that mentality grows, and it keeps us in these mental states of bondage. Like earlier when I was talking to the DA, and he was talking about the word rebuke, because she said that I rebuke you. If you understand that word, it has a negative association. People don't understand it. If you're thinking about it in a biblical term and its root meaning of it, it just means I'm breaking you down to build you back up in a more positive way. It don't mean I don't like you. It does not mean I hate you. It does not mean you're right and I'm wrong. It does not mean you're going to hell. It just simply means I want to see better out of you.
Agreed. And like Francine said, she has a undiagnosed ADHD. Hell, talking to her crazy ass, and this was probably about a year ago. And I got to thinking just lately to live for change. I was like, damn, do I have adult ADHD?
No, you don't. You just throw it the fuck off.
That is so rude.
Call it what you want to call it.
But nevertheless, I did decide to set me up an appointment to get tested to see, because I'm like, hey, what the hell is this? I notice different things changing as I go, and I'm like, there's something else that may have been missed and wasn't diagnosed, but let me figure it out.
So, diagnosis. Yeah. Fran, we gotta have you on one of these episodes, man. Let's talk about something.
We gotta have her. We gotta have her back.
And let me tell you why this does my heart well. Man, Fran grew up in the same projects, one of the roughest projects in San Antonio. And to see people that I know didn't have a lot of opportunities to make it out, still out doing good, being a resource, helping others, does my heart well, doing better for themselves and their family, breaking that stigma. Kudos to you, Francine. Kudos to you, F. Moore.
Ooh, that's yay! That's one of the reasons she hadn't been on in a while too. Her schedule with her working overnight, so we're gonna have to have Fran back, because I was looking at her episode when we had her on talking about her.
Don't cut me off on giving people their flowers. Don't cut me off on giving people their flowers.
I didn't cut you off.
I was giving her her flowers. Kudos to you, Fran. Keep doing great things, man. Keep grinding, keep striving, keep growing, keep being better for yourself and your family. Keep being that advocate, man, that resource to other people. I'm in the same boat, and man, I love you and I'm proud of you, bro. I mean, sis.
Thank you. And I do apologize if I cut you off, sir, but agree with Fran. And we got to have Fran back, because I wanted to do a follow-up with her on the episode that we had with her, and then have her on for some other stuff, because thinking about that we talked about, it was a project me and Fran had talked about doing about resources, and might have to go back and touch that with some stuff I'm looking to work on.
Let's put it on the calendar, man. Right here.
So we'll get with Fran, because I know she didn't switch jobs, so she ain't working overnight no more, so that's awesome.
Good deal. Well,
yes, definitely. Well, welcome back, sir. That booty call was quick, huh?
Set it up.
You know how it be.
Well, I don't know. I don't.
Real quick. You put the quick and quickie.
No, y'all, you know better than that.
But no, we were just talking about resources, like with the mental health, mental health, getting tested, actually going, that kind of stuff, the resources of knowing, Black therapists and stuff. Matter of fact, our house therapist will be on next Friday, just FYI.
There's the 26th. So and that's why that's what's pushing me to get my license. My shit, I did it 20 years for Uncle Sam. Shit, I might as well.
As much as you know, you should, bro.
And you should.
So
Why
And
not?
I'm gonna tell you, bro, you surprised me. I didn't know you had it in you like that, man. Kudos, bro. I said
yeah,
he would be holding out sometimes. He just act like that.
I've been telling y'all since day one.
Yeah, but you ain't
just
never
look
exposed
crazy.
us to it.
I just look crazy.
Yeah.
No, you don't look. Or you don't look.
Yeah, man.
Well, whatever. Tomato,
But you should
tomato.
though, DA, man. You definitely should, especially as a black man, bro.
Yeah,
And you'd be surprised how many
Definitely.
fellas, man, will relate to you simply because you look like them.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's the level of
And
comfort needed, bro, in that
yeah.
space.
yeah.
So,
And that's the push.
Mhm.
I was talking to my
that
cousin
we're
about that.
seeing.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot more looking for a lot of more of us that are getting into that space of going to therapy are definitely looking for us.
Yep.
Cause like we understand, and sometimes, and even being in the military, dealing with a diverse group of people,
Mhm.
and they understand that it's diverse, but they don't understand cultural competence.
Yep. That's it.
So you have a somebody look like us spilling their guts out, talking about what they're going through, and the person that don't look like them
Can't
is
relate
looking
it.
at it like, what? I don't know what you mean because I never experienced that.
Or downplaying and thinking it's not that major. Not knowing how it affects them.
Yep.
Just because he's driving on feet, and then when the police get behind him, his heart almost jump out his chest.
Yep.
And that seems small, but living in that mentality is going to affect people differently, man. And there's so much that comes from it.
Yeah. I mean, and we like, who said it best? Was it Chris Rock? We laugh at our pain. We make jokes at our pain.
Yep. Chris Rock. I remember that comedy special. The same one he was talking about. The man is only loved by what he can. Yeah, that was that same.
Yeah.
Only dogs and kids are loved unconditional, or some dogs, women, and kids. But anyways, yeah, I was went on the tangent.
Yeah. And like Dee was saying, and even Francine, the each one teach one. Like when I started my journey and I found the new therapist that I have, and I realized, I was like, oh, this is exactly who I needed. Like this is a gem in this space of therapists. As soon as I hit DJ up, I was like, say, man, I got this new therapist. She is right. He reached out to her. Now he has the same therapist. Same thing with my daughter. My daughter had a therapist, switched her therapist, and that's her therapist too. Same thing like with my niece. So we all have the same freaking therapist. Like she ain't no joke. She's very helpful, and like she give homework, and the homework make you put these pieces in your life together. She ain't no joke, but she's real. She's a real deal. Like baby, I love my therapist. I look for every damn session. I got you.
So Francine said, then they start throwing out microaggression, which is true. And then when we are reactive to that, then when we react to that microaggression, we're wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna touch on that.
She went there though.
Yeah. And actually, think about it. That's actually on the list of topics we're supposed to have.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. Man, I remember the first therapist I had another therapist, and man, she was such a pushover, man. She would let me just kind of, and I wasn't growing in that space. I wasn't healing, you know. She this one here, she is not a pushover.
And that's the thing too, because like some of the therapists also, again, go back to cultural competence. They don't know, so they feel like, oh, he's just having a bad day, where you just manipulating the situation. Where like, shit, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna just make you feel like everything's straight.
Preach, my brother. Preach, my brother. Yep. Yeah. And I was telling TK that I need a therapist that's not gonna let me push over, run over, smooth talk, be buddy with. Because if I can, I will. And she the real deal, man. I love it. So I'm hungry.
You always hungry.
I am.
You always
Yeah. It's dinner time, past supper time.
So this almost midnight snack.
Oh, I forgot you was over yonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part. Well, I enjoyed this conversation. We went over some hot topics in some other areas, but I definitely enjoyed this conversation tonight. Like real talk. Y'all want to do y'all's outro?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I would just encourage everyone to speak up, be an advocate, not only for yourself but someone else that does not have one. I love, Francine say each one teach one. Absolutely. Let's stop being in competition with ourselves, with our own culture, with people that look like us, with people that need a handout. It's not a competition. Share the love, man. Share the resources. Share everything, And I love you all. I love you all very much. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll see y'all next week. That's all I got. Much love.
Yeah.
No, just like again, like everything he said, plus like we talked on some stuff tonight, in this. We hope that it provoked thoughts, and you take that back to your people and have these same conversations, because that's how we grow as a community. We can have these conversations and get these understandings of everything that we talked about tonight, and we continue to grow. So,
Speaking of that,
I
our
say,
own communities.
huh?
Oh no, you said our own communities, and it got my mind to thinking we need to get together and buy this land so we can have our own community.
Well, I'm already there. Shit, I got 10. I'm looking at this another property is for 60. So,
what state are you in?
I'm in Virginia now.
Virginia.
I was looking. Texas, especially like out north. It's too, yeah. They starting to feel themselves because they asking too much money now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Again, thank y'all tonight for everybody that tuned in, commented, watched tonight. I appreciate. We appreciate y'all. And if you caught the end, definitely go back and rewatch.
You said we appreciate who, y'all?
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm working on it. Leave me alone.
I got you. That's why I'm helping you. So go
I
rewind.
appreciate love.
There you go.
Appreciate love. Y'all for tuning in tonight. I'm working on this progress.
I'm missing something there.
We'll have to tell you. We'll tell you after.
Okay.
So definitely, always the love and support. If you caught it in the middle, go back and rewatch, like, share, subscribe. Something may bless you on it. If you are needing therapy services and you're needing a therapist, okay, hit me up. I don't mind being a resource and sharing. And there's a lot of times people get the good stuff and don't want to share. And I'm all for everybody healing these traumas and breaking these generational curses. Because, baby, when you start putting these pieces together in your life, you be like, damn. Ooh, yeah.
Hit the subscribe button, like, share, come back next week, meet our residential therapists.
Yes.
Think about it for yourself.
Yes. Larnika will be on next week. I'm working on possibly what the topic is. I got a couple of things in mind, but she will definitely be here to bless us. I love when she comes on. She's been having some little stuff, so she missed next month, but
last month.
Sorry, she missed last month, but she's definitely a resource. Like I said, she does free services, family, couples, individual, like all that different stuff. She does that, and she has people under her that do that. And I love her as well, because the people that are under her, she gives them credits, continuing education credits for tuning into this podcast. So She is a great asset as well, and her heart. I love the people that we deal with. Her, even my therapist, they're those that are there that are not in it for the money. Even my Bulletproof Marriage that does couples counseling.
I was just about to plug
They're amazing. God, they're amazing. And they're not in for it for the money. They really want to help people be better and create better relationships, to heal from their traumas and everything. And I love and adore all three of them to a whole different level. So, so definitely, what's up? If you put your hand up.
No, I said all 4 of them. You said 3, but it's 4 of them.
Oh, it is 4. Well, you know what? When you get married, you become one. So it's 3. Hey.
I'll see y'all next week, man. I'm hungry.
Oh, look who popped up in here at the last minute. Hello, Kevin.
Kevin who?
Kevin.
Who was Kevin?
Feezy.
Where he been?
Feezy off the Heezy.
That nigga been acting funny.
Yeah. You know.
What up, Kevin? I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah.
You know, Big Daddy Love.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
He in the love nest?
Yeah, he be caking. He be having. Like, yeah, bro. I
got the love nest.
Get that layout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't shit on top of shit, like for real. Kevin, tell them to back up off you, Kev.
Yeah, be fly there. Well, y'all seen them when they had that little green hat on, kind of tilted,
I call it like I see it.
Like, look at
he be showing out.
He said he was in a hospital.
They're gonna make me step my game up.
He said he was in a hospital.
Uh-oh.
Well, you tried to tell me last month. Kev, I'm so sorry if I missed it, because I'll explain that later.
You don't lie, bro.
No, me and Kev know better. And I don't know, you ain't. See, I was about to say something.
Okay.
You ain't called me, so you must have sent it through message, because you definitely ain't called me. You have.
Thanks for coming out. Good night. God bless.
Right. Please.
So yes, tune in next time with us. Same bad time, set bad channel, for another awesome episode of TK's Chronicles of a Black Sheep podcast. And we are out.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this. Don't talk about it.